and welcome to the Historics Auction, the Flight of Elegance, here at the Farnborough International Exhibition Centre. So the doors are open all this week from 9 AM to 5 PM for you to come and have a good look around. And then the auction itself starts at 9:30 on Saturday morning. And before I walk backwards and hit something, I'm going to stop here at this Caterham here, lot number 204. It is a 60th anniversary Caterham. It's got a 660cc turbocharged engine in it. And this one was owned by Theo Perfitis. So this will welcome you as you come along to Farnborough. And let's have a little nosy and see what else I can find. Here is our auction expert, Matthew Priddy, in our podcast area. Hello, Matthew.
Podcast zone. I'm just doing my research for the next one we do. We did one this morning, we got one this afternoon, of course, in between all this. If you do want to watch any podcasts, click the link. All of our podcasts can follow straight on from watching this video.
They are, and it's just us talking about cars.
Yeah, talking rubbish, really.
And you can learn some things, actually.
Yeah, or you can correct us.
Yeah, exactly. Right, I'll catch up with you in a moment.
I'll see you in a bit.
Yeah. So, behind us here is the rostrum. So this is where I stand up at the desk and I sell some cars. We've also got two super expert auctioneers as well. And this room always gets quite nice and buzzy and chatty and full. Then I'm going to come across to this car here. So this is a 1979 Brook, and this kind of harks back to the heyday of Formula One. And when you first look in, you think, oh yeah, a nice close cockpit, single-seater, but no, because if you pull this off, there is also another seat. So this is a tandem two-seater. Up the front though is a Renault Gordini engine, so it's not quite 1400cc, but it is roadworthy. Prices for this, 18 to 20,000 pounds. And then we step inside the big room where we have got most of the cars, all under light so you can inspect them well. I'm going to start off with a 1972 Aston Martin. This is the V8 Coupe. So this potentially could be called Britain's first supercar. It's got a manual gearbox, the lovely big bulging bonnet under which sits a throbbing V8 engine. And this has had almost £200,000 worth spent on it over the course of 3 years, and the price is £140,000 to £165,000. Moving across here to lot number 167. So this is the Mercedes-Benz AMG GTR Pro, and this is a track-focused version of the Mercedes. Under the bonnet, you've got a 4-litre twin-turbo V8, and 0 to 62 happens in around 3.8 seconds. This is a rapid, good-sounding bit of kit, and it could be yours for anywhere between £130,000 and £150,000. Then, oh, look at this. In Guards Red, we have got the 1983 Porsche 911 3-litre SC. So we've got a flat 6, we've got just over 180 brake horsepower, 5-speed gearbox, and the wonderful thing about this car is its weight. So you've got all that lovely power, rear-wheel drive, and then the weight, just over 1,200 kilograms, which is the weight of a mouse by today's comparison. It could be yours for anywhere between £36,000 and £42,000. Moving on to something a little bit bigger. So at the helm of this car was a chauffeur, and in the back were the likes of King George VI, General Eisenhower, Field Marshal Montgomery, and Winston Churchill. Now, in the back, obviously none of those people would dare to get their hands dirty, but if your chauffeur needed to do a little spot of maintenance, all he had to do, or she, was to come and get a tool out of the box. This is an unbelievably heavy rear door, but all those tools are in place, which is lovely to see. Oh, it does weigh a quarter of a tonne. And in the back here, something very special that Winston Churchill had added in, and it is an electric cigar lighter. Something a little more modern, I think, next for us. And this is from 1992, a car that I definitely would never want to be chauffeur driven in because it is so much fun. It is, of course, the Escort RS Cossworth. This particular one has done very few miles, not even 3,000 miles. I just love everything. I love the bonnet louvers, the big arches, but it's round the back that always makes me smile. It is the whale tail at the back. You might think that when you're driving it, that's all you can see in the rearview mirror. And to be fair, it pretty much takes up most of the view, but that is fine by me. I just think that is terrific. If you wanted this particular one, it has also won a concours competition, so it looks and shows as well as it drives. And the price for this is anywhere between 140 and 160,000 pounds. Now we're going to meet up with Matthew, who's got another white car and something very lovely.
Vicky, talking of whale tails, of course, just like the Cossworth, this is a 930 Turbo. Now, Vicky, you'll remember well, we had one of these on our driving in series, which we filmed a couple of years ago, and ever since, I've had a hunkering for one. This particular example is absolutely stunning. The reason being is it was actually dry stored for a number of years before being bought by our vendor. The mileage, therefore, is only 50,000 miles on the clock, verified with a UK car, all matching numbers, 4-speed gearbox, white with this beautiful whale tail. It's really got the right ingredients. But what really makes it special is this chap had spent fortunes recommissioning it. He's used Precision Porsche and some of the best specialists in the country to a tune of nearly £40,000. That £40,000, which can all be seen on the website and documented, really gives you confidence in such a car. But it's still very original. I think Vicky should bid on it personally. What do you think, Vicky?
I mean, yes, and more yes. But also more yeses for me. Now this is quite unusual and you don't get to see many of these. This is a 2007 MGX Power SV. Just look at the detail in this car. This is sort of a street legal motorsport spec machine. It is, underneath it all is a car called a Cavalli Mangusta. So that's the basis, and then this wild, mad top has been put onto it. Under the bonnet, we've got a 4.6 litre V8 Ford engine, and then around the back is another superstar tail. Look at this carbon fibre in here, and this has been signed by the wonderful human being who designed this. It is Peter Stevens. He was also part of the team who created the McLaren F1 road car. So this is quite a special bit of kit and one that you don't see very often. The estimate for this car is between 48 and 55,000 pounds. Now then, Matthew, have you found anything of note?
I have. Come and join me. So the first one is this BMW CSI. Now I like these, I really do like this. And this one has just had a load of money spent with Munich legends. Anyone knows those guys, they're the right people to spend it with. But I do like a 635 CSI, and this one's lovely.
That is
17
great.
to 20. But the reason I wanted to pull you over is because I've seen something that you love. It's a Lotus Carlton.
Look at this.
It's a bit of a favourite.
Yeah, exactly. It's lovely to see more of them. I've seen more of these here at Historics.
They keep coming out. Once you've sold one well, they just, everyone thinking, wow, that's fantastic. This one's 78 to 85, I think it is. Car number, I can't remember now. I'll have a look at that and tell you later. But it's stunning, isn't it?
That is terrific. 177 mile an hour beast. I mean, drop the kids off, go and have some fun.
I'll leave you with that.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
have a look, one last one. Now, apologies, because I know you want to see Vicky, not me, but I'll just quickly go over one more car, and that is this down here, this Mercedes-Benz. It's a 420 SEC. It's more about story than car, although I do like a big Benz. This particular car was bought by the owner from second new in the first year of its ownership. He then bought it out of his company into his own private ownership. He's owned it ever since. When I went and saw this in a garage, I was half expecting a bit of a wreck. to my surprise, it's wonderful. Dare I say it, I pressed every single button. Not one of them didn't work. It's 12 to 15 on the sort of estimate range. I think it's worth way more. I think it's late teens. Needs a bit of a recommissioning, but that's only because it's been sat in a beautiful little shed, keeping itself dry. This is really one to look for. Best to get back to Vicky. She's far more photogenic than me.
So when you do come down and have a viewing day, it's really worth just getting lost in all these cars, because you need to treat this auction almost like a motor show, because there are some cars that you will never have seen before and some which are old friends. And if you are a TVR lover like I am, then you will be super pleased to see this Chimera. I always think that the Blackpool-based TVR company, they just get a stonking great big V8 engine, whether it's one of their own or from a Rover or something, and they just then create a car around it. So you're basically strapped to a powerful V8 engine, and this Chimera is no exception. It is at no reserve. Yes, it's at no reserve. Another no reserve car is this, the Ford Escort. So this was a regular sight on British summer roads, and you could just relive your 80s and 90s with this thing here. This is in the Kia spec, which is their top Ford sort of luxury spec model. And again, this could be yours for not a huge amount of cash. Oh, here we go. Nissan GTR. Oh my gosh. So this little wonder horse, it's beeping at me, so I'll just close it down. So this is 2014. It is, of course, the GTR 35. Cutting edge technology. You've got a 3.8 litre V6 engine in it. It is so talented that it will make you look like a superhero behind the wheel. So if that is your bag, then this is up for grabs, anywhere between 37 and 45,000 pounds. I think, Matthew, find you.
Come in on it. You know, we've often asked about what makes a good E-Type.
Yes.
Shall I show you?
Please. I'd love to.
So this particular example, this has been fully restored by MC Wilkinson, which is a big specialist with regards to E-Type's restoration. It's called a Sayer specification, which has basically got a few subtle upgrades, brakes and the like, so the sort of things you really want.
Yeah, brilliant.
But in effect, this is a 1960s E-Type rebuilt in the 2000s. The car is flawless from that perspective. It's got lovely upgrades. It's 120 to 150,000 pounds. Okay. It probably would have cost double that to rebuild and make, once you purchase the car, of course. The colour is beautiful. That's an opalescent blue. Oh. The chrome, as you can see, is absolutely stunning. I'll pop the engine bay up, because just have a look under there. I mean, these original E-Type engine, this is a 4.2. They are absolutely pieces of art.
That looks fantastic.
But if you wanted an E-Type that you could tour, drive, show, it's UK, all matching numbers, this pretty much ticks every single box. And I'm telling you now, a year ago, people will be asking £200,000 for these. It's a perfect time to buy. And this is a genuinely really lovely car. Even on the sort of motorsport wheels, which I prefer over a spokes, it's a really lovely example.
Yeah. What is it that makes this particular car then so collectible and so drivable?
So this is the Series 1, naturally the prettiest, as we can all see. Coupe being that's the sort of the penned example. That's the real iconic Jaguar look. This is the 4.2, so basically it's a slightly later, more practical engine compared to the early 3.8. So it is usually more desirable from a point of view of using the car. And if you look inside here, I mean, you look how beautifully trimmed and how ergonomic this is. We've got this stunning interior leather, lovely wood steering wheel. Obviously important to have that manual gearbox. This particular car has had it completely set up by Dennis Walsh, so it will run beautifully on any tour. And then even if you get to the back, if you get a little bit cold, your passenger can have a nice, warm, comfy blanket.
Love it.
Loads of space for luggage. This is what I think this car really is designed for. Take it into Europe, go and take it on a proper driving day, or if you're going somewhere, enjoy the drive before you get to the destination.
This trim is just so lovely, isn't it?
Yes, I mean, originally the car was a blue. It wasn't opalescent, but they've kept to blue. The original specification on the Heritage Certificate is actually grey or light blue, which I didn't mind, but I think actually the contrasting red leather is always a bit of a winner. Yeah. Especially with sort of more modern colours and paintway. So yeah, that's certainly something I think that the car benefits from. It's a nice place to sit, isn't it?
Oh, it's so lovely. And does anything fold or pull up or anything in here?
Yep, so in here, look, we've obviously got a bit of staging here, a bit of a toolkit, I'm sure. And here, you've got this here, so you can put bits and pieces in the back and have that sort of luggage load area.
Yeah, brilliant.
And have bits behind your seats, and then obviously under here, and you can see where the quality of the workmanship, because if I open this up, you can see just how good the bodywork is in here.
Oh, that's terrific.
All painted in that beautiful paint all the way through.
That's lovely.
With its toolkit. It's just a beautiful example. And it's the iconic shape, which I like. I mean, Roadsters are really, really iconic. Everyone loves a Roadster. For me, an E-Type has to be a coupe.
Yeah, yeah.
Windows down, blasting along.
I'm here, I'm with you. Please come down to the Farnborough International Exhibition Centre. So doors are open from 9 till 5 all this week, but then on Saturday it's the auction itself, and the auction starts at 9:30. In order to bid, you can do that online or come and see us. Then you need to register, and you can do that either when you're here on a preview day or via the website. And other than that, I hope that you purchase something new for you.
And remember, watch our podcasts.